can actually get out of it. They're not really interested or concerned about the other person that's there. The second level of listening is other focused listening, whereby, yes, you're aware of what the other person is saying, but your energy levels are fairly passive. But number 3 is purpose-focused listening, where your main objective is to try and understand and be engaged with what the other person is saying and what is actually behind what they're saying, and your concern is that they actually feel heard in all of this. Now, when it comes to practicing all of these different levels, we want you just to think back a little bit over your last month and what percentage of your conversations are listening at level 1, 2, or 3. Now, when it comes to active listening, what we're really looking for is how do we read and how do we tune in our intuition. Now, up on the screen there's a list of what we call different intuition indicators, and I'm going to unpack what each of those different things are. Number 1 that's listed there is red flags. What do we mean by this? Well, it's something that as you're listening to somebody talking, it just doesn't kind of fit or gel. You may feel that there is an inconsistency in what they're saying, that in other words, they may well be lying or concealing something, or it may be that the line of their reasoning and things just doesn't actually make sense, that somewhere in your active listening you're picking up that what they're seeing as the result of a particular action is really caused by something else. It's a red flag, and that's where you would want to ask some more questions around. The second one is revelation. Now, this one may seem a little bit unusual, but when you're actively listening, you'll see this both back in all kinds of different accounts in the ancient scriptures, but also in people's testimonies today, that when you actually actively listen and are seeking to practically love somebody, it's often in that situation that people who are open to these things can actually hear the heart of God and get a sense of revelation. So that's what revelation means. It isn't necessarily about trying to get phone numbers or secret information from somebody. It's really picking up on what is God's heart for that person.